Hey guys, Speedy here, and today we have seasonal bunnies, which I'm really excited for because the spring banners are some of my favorites personally. I'm going to be doing a unit overview, so if you want to skip that, please click ahead to the time shown on screen or use the timestamp in the description below. Let's start with Bruno, the first male troubadour to be added to Fae. His stat spread is quite unique for this class typing, giving him an incredible base 35 defense with 41 base HP. However, Bruno's attack and speed are subpar and his res is abysmally low. He comes with the Ovoid staff, which has the awesome effect of restoring 7 HP to himself and adjacent allies at the start of a turn. His A skill, Attack Defense Push 3, works great with this staff because you need 100% HP to benefit from the plus 5 attack and defense bonus, so Ovoid staff should keep him topped off for this effect to work. Dazzling staff in his B slot basically means he's ready for Razzle Dazzle, so if you're looking for a healer to invest in, Bruno is a very solid choice with a unique role of being a physical tank healer. Next is Marisa. She's a Lance Flyer, which means she's being thrown into a fairly competitive and saturated class typing. Stat-wise, she boasts a really nice HP stat like her base version, and 38 base speed is on the high end for Lance Flyers. Her defense and attack are more than acceptable, but her res leaves her with a weakness. With 162 BST, she's comparable to a lot of the Lance Flyers we've gotten recently, such as Thea, but I'll be honest, I think Thea has a much better stat spread, and if she does end up getting demoted, there's little reason to use Marisa besides the fact that she's cute. Flashing Carrot gives Marisa +2 to all stats during combat if the foe is full health, which is actually a really great effect for an inheritable Lance. I think Flyers are some of the best users of Link skills, so having Speed Defense Link on her is nice, and Flyer Guidance can make Marisa a nice addition to any Flyer comps you're planning to use. While she doesn't come with the most exciting new skills, if you're a Marisa fan like me, it's going to be hard to pass her up. Third is Veronica, the fourth Green Mage Flyer in Fae. She's pretty much a Glass Cannon Green Mage, boasting a nice 35 base attack and 36 base speed. Her defense and res are pretty low though, so use caution when fielding her. Vjolfnir's Egg, I don't know how to pronounce that, gives Veronica an additional 3 speed, pushing her neutral stat to 39, and if she's above 75% HP, she gains +4 to all stats during combat. When this effect is active, Veronica can double a great portion of the casts, so trying to keep her healthy is the main goal with her kit. She comes with the G dual flying skill, which Racing fans are watering at the mouth for, and she'll res 3, which isn't as rare as it used to be. We got it on Spring Catria last year, and it's on a TT unit now, so it's a bit disappointing to see it repeated on this banner, but that doesn't mean it can't be used well in Veronica's hands. It basically encourages her to nuke her targets. Mage Flyers are an amazing class type to use, so you shouldn't ignore this fluffy bunny. And lastly, we have Paula. She's a Red Dagger Flyer, which is the first of its kind in Fae, and she was basically designed as a Surtur counter. Like the other flying daggers we have, Paula boasts a nice res stat, but terrible defense. She does have the highest attack stat out of the other flying daggers, and her speed is in a decent range, especially if she's going to be used as an armor check. Pegasus Carrot is effective against armored foes, and if Paula is faced up against a green unit, she basically disables Wary Fighter, allowing her to attack twice. She comes with Swift Sparrow, a super unique skill in Fire Emblem Heroes, and it's actually going to help her hit a nice speed threshold, so it works well on her. The new toy she comes with is Disarm Trap, which is an Ether Raid specific skill. Basically, if Paula steps on a real trap, it nullifies the effects of that trap. I'm not sure how useful this is going to be, especially because people sometimes purposefully trigger bolt traps to push them into certain HP ranges, but if you're stuck in a 50-50 situation, Paula can be your sit rep. And in her C slot, we have Hone Flyers, which is an amazing skill, and it's still pretty rare. It's locked to Hanoka, Seasonals, and Bathhouse Camilla. It's pretty hard to say Paula is a great unit to pull for considering that we get air for free, but I think the main appeal of this banner is the costumes anyway, so if that's what you want, pull away. Alright, so unfortunately I don't have summoning tickets this time around, they weren't offered. So we're starting with 150 Orbs. Might be a shorter video than usual, we'll see. I'm going to be sniping mostly for Marisa and Paula. So blue and reds, that's the plan. Starting with the tail 2. So typically, the reason I love these banners so much is because my luck has been historically extremely good with them. So I might jinx it with this video here today. But when the first seasonal banner we ever got was the first spring one with Lucina. Lucina was my favorite character and I was like, I need her. So I was F2P back then, I pulled my first orb and it was her. Very fond memory of mine. Then on the spring banner last year, I did the same thing with Sharena. First pull, got her. So I'm hoping it continues. This morning on my alternate account, oh, too long, Coos, whatever. This morning on my alternate account, I managed to get Paula in my first circle, which like kept up with tradition. And I also got Marisa within like 50 orbs after that. So I did get my 2 main targets relatively quickly on that account, but I want it on my main. I know they're not like the most exciting units ever, Marisa and Paula specifically, but I do have a bunny team comp that uses tactic skills, and they're all ranged, so I kind of want Marisa, because she's like the first melee bunny we have that isn't ranged, I think. I mean, that's a girl. That's not Alphonse or Chrom. So I'm hoping I do get her. Not to discriminate against the bunny guys, but it's just my preference. I asked Shango to duel me on this one. Alright, yes, okay. Sorry for interrupting that, but we got Paula already. That's awesome. Alright, so we got plus speed minus res. Minus res I don't think is too great on her, but plus speed definitely... Well, maybe not. I don't know. I've been like reevaluating what good IVs are these days, but I see plus speed, I'm happy. Alright, so now I'm debating if I should pull these other 2 orbs to try and build a pity rate up. They're at a discount. And you know, it would be cool to have Bruno for collection's sake. I don't really care about the Emblem OCs in this game. I don't really care about Veronica or Bruno. But he does seem pretty good, and if I manage to pull another copy of him in the future, I would like to give Ovoid Staff to someone. So we'll just use the 7 orbs here. And then we'll be sniping blues. Wow, okay. I'm glad I did that. Alright. Bruno, Bruno, Bruno. We've got plus defense minus speed, which is actually awesome, because his defense is amazing. Yeah, so my strat, like the way I play this game basically when I pull is I keep a copy of every unit, so I'm not just going to be foddering him away, unfortunately. You know, I'm glad I got him. I feel like IS kind of like abandoned Bruno as a character, so it's pretty sad to see. Oh, no, okay, we can back out. It's like he was kind of important in book 1, and then they just like completely forgot about him until the end of book 2, if I recall correctly. So it's weird that they just like gave him this bunny alt. But anyway, yeah, about the duel with Shango. I asked Shango if he wanted to duel this morning, because he really loves Paula, and he loves Mayo, the artist. So it was like, okay, he's gonna be pulling for this Paula. I know it. Do you want to duel? And then he sent me this. I was just like, oh my god. So, don't mind the nut button at the top. We were talking about the new Loki, and how she's like, bunnies, what was the line again? Bunnies are known for another thing besides just eating carrots, or something like that. I don't know the actual line. I could play it here.
Well, there is one thing bunnies are famous for, besides eating carrots.
That's why the nut button's there. But moving forward with these videos, I usually did 200 orbs in the past, but I think I'm going to stick with starting with 150. Typically what happens is I get what I want within the 150, and then I end up burning the extra 50 at the end just for pity rate. So I think budgeting 150 in the beginning is fine. And then if I don't get anything I want, then I'll decide if I whip out my credit card or not. But you know, hopefully not. Alright, let's back out again. I really would like Marisa. Let's go for a colorless. No, actually, do I want... yeah, I think Ovoid Staff would be cooler if I do get another Bruno. I'm not counting on it, though. Okay, Matthew. Another reason I love the spring banner so much is because it marks the start of my favorite season. Wow, that's a lot of reds. Spring has grown to become my favorite. When I was a kid, winter was my favorite season, like because snow, Christmas, like all the holidays, you know, it was a great time as a kid, but as I've grown older, I've grown to hate winter's guts. Once I got a driver's license, I was like, this season sucks. So yeah, this marks the start of my favorite half of the year. So I'm really looking forward to it. There's a lot of things I'm looking forward to this spring and summer. And fall, I guess. No, obviously 3 Houses is coming out. So I'm looking forward to that a lot. And the new Pokemon and Animal Crossing games I'm anticipating greatly too. And Joker and Smash. We're gonna get that in April, I think? So yeah, a lot of things I'm looking forward to. I'm just glad spring's finally here because winter's such a bummer for me. Alright, 70 orbs left. Let me get a 3-star. Another Lucas. Okay. What pity rate are we at? 3.5. Not bad at all. So I was wondering if you guys would be interested in a video where I like supercut a playthrough of FE7 with Shango. Because he's never played it before. I really want him to play the older Fire Emblem games. He started with Awakening, so he's played Awakening, Fates, and Echoes. So I think if he played some of the older games, he could actually appreciate some of the characters in Heroes. But yeah, I think we could get some funny moments out of it. I don't want to do just like a flat playthrough. I've tried Let's Plays in the past on like previous channels, but they haven't been very successful. But I think if I like supercut an entire playthrough with just the best moments, it could be pretty entertaining to watch. And we also have to film that new video format I was talking about last video, but our schedules have been pretty conflicted lately. I don't know when we're going to get the time to do that, but hopefully soon, because that was supposed to be the 4K sub special. Getting a lot of 3 stars now, making me a little bit nervous for my chances at Marisa, but we got 52 orbs left. It's looking good. Shanna. Oh, I could always use Desperation though. I'm actually running low on it. So I think I pulled another Shanna before. That's not bad at all. I really want Marisa though, because I know I say a lot of characters are my favorite characters, but Marisa's definitely up there for me. In Sacred Stones, I usually end up using her over Joshua because she's cute. I think that's the reason anyone would use Marisa. Another Jagan. Okie doke, no problem. Let's just pray to RNGesus. We got 39 orbs left. I think that puts us at... Okay, I thought maybe at 4, but we're not quite there yet. So I think I've hit my limit when it comes to ether raids. I'm really frustrated with the mode. At first I like fell in love with it because it was something new, and you weren't punished for bringing low BST units, and like you could build your own defense map. Like everything seemed great. But I'm trying to push for tier 21, and I just keep running into the same... There's like a pool of 10 units I keep running into, and it's the most frustrating experience ever. Like I hate it so much. And sure, I can like build teams and to adapt to certain situations, but But I don't want to do that. I could, but I think I'd rather just like take it easy. You still get a good amount of grails in that mode, even if you're not tier 21 and higher. I know more is always better, but I'm a patient man. Oh man, I'm scared now. Alright, let's just go for the green to see if we get Veronica. Okay, 3-star. So one of my favorite aspects about heroes is that there's not much incentive to be in the top tier, I feel like. I mean, there's the prestige of it all, but at the end of the day, you're not really getting that much more. I know over time it like accrues to be like a really big gap. But I don't know, I feel like this game isn't super like PvP heavy. I don't know if that's like a incorrect opinion, but I feel like I can enjoy this game without having to worry about the ladder. Alright, we're coming up on our last orbs here. I have a pretty high pity rate. I'm debating if I should try and break it. We'll see if we get Marisa or not, or just get pity broken. Because I'll be fine with either at this point. Seven orbs after this. Oh my god, yes. Oh my god. Alright. Sorry for the people who get angry at me for when I do well. We got attack plus attack minus res Marisa. Marisa's res is pretty low to begin with, so that's not exactly the best thing, but I'm here for the collection. I'm not here for her. Well, I am here for her. That's not what I meant to say. I'm not here for her to be super OP. Man, I'm so happy I got her. Jesus Christ, I cannot believe it. I'm telling you, these bunny banners are so good for me. I don't know what it is. Alright, so we can actually finish off these two orbs to make it a clean 150. So let's start with the green, I guess. Got a Faye. Alright, and let's see if we can get super lucky for the last pull. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. But Jesus Christ, I am so happy. What a great start to what I hope will be a great rest of the year. So like I said, the tradition of bunny banners being good to me continues, I guess, until next year. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate the support. I hope whatever banners you're pulling on right now, you get whoever you want, because we still have the FE6 one going on, so anyone who's still going for Idun or anyone on this banner, best of luck. Hope to catch you in the next video, guys, and as always, take care and happy spring, I guess? Not quite yet, but you know what? We're basically there. Happy spring. SpeedyHawk, out.